What's up, guys? We are in Brazil, specifically Rio de Janeiro. I really wish I could sit here and say that today is day one. It's definitely day two. For the past 24 hours, I've been completely solo. Currently, I'm in my hotel room. It's probably like 9 a.m. right now. I'm about to head downstairs and get some breakfast because, so I checked in yesterday at like 9 a.m.-ish, 8, 9 or so. And, you know, check-in for hotels isn't until like 3 p.m. But he was like, we can do early check-in, just pay like $50 or something. I'm like, bet, run it. Like, what? So I've been chilling here ever since, but since I paid for the early check-in, he was like, I'm gonna throw in free breakfast today and tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, yes, let's do it. So I got free breakfast, so I'm about to go downstairs and take advantage. And I'm gonna honestly try a whole bunch of different things because yesterday I was kind of being a little, trying to keep it demure, but I literally just got like a croissant, eggs, and some like sausage. But they have a whole bunch of different like pastries and things like that down there, so maybe I'll try to give some a try. I think my hesitancy was because there weren't any labels on a lot of the things, so I'm like, what is this? I'm only staying at this hotel to yesterday and today because all of my friends and stuff are coming into Brazil today. They're in Sao Paulo right now, so we're going to transition to the Airbnb a little later. I don't need to check out of here till 12, and there's a huge mall across the street, so we're gonna go to the mall for a few hours while I wait to be able to like actually check into the Airbnb. But like first take at Brazil, everything is super cheap here. It's just crazy how people live just like completely different lives. But that's why I love to travel to see other places, get different perspectives on things like that. But it is very beautiful here. The hotel is very beautiful. This is really nice. Oh, yesterday your girl went outside. So story time. When I was flying from New York to Atlanta, then Atlanta to Rio, there was a girl that was on my plane, another black girl, and I peeped her because when she pulled up to the gate for for Rio, I was like, oh, I saw you on my last one. I didn't say anything, but we ended up getting, like, we were right behind each other in line to line up to go on the plane. And she was like, are you solo traveling too? And I was like, no, but kind of, like, I'll be solo today, but not the whole trip. And she's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, are you solo traveling? Like, let's link up, like, let's do something. So we immediately swapped contacts, got Instagrams, and she was like, I'm going to this party tomorrow night. And I'm like, bet, sign me up, because I had no plans. I had zero plans for the first day because it was kind of, first of all, I don't like planning things. I don't like looking and researching things to do and where to go and all this stuff. I just don't like doing all that stuff. So if it's up to me, I'll be sitting in this room and be knocked out, sleep the whole day. So I was so grateful that I ran into her because I had plans. Girl went hang gliding and eating out, and she had plans. So I'm like, good for you, like, go you. But I was like, I'm gonna link up with you later. So I got back to the hotel and I, you know, showered, brushed my teeth, got my whole skincare, and I said, okay, I'm gonna go to this mall yesterday. Your girl was asleep. I went to sleep, but I've been running off of no sleep for the past 2 days because, another story, when I was getting my hair done, I asked for like 10 braids. You see that this is like 25 braids in my head. I was in the hair salon until 4 a.m. Child, I was tired. I was there until 4 a.m. and my flight left at 3. So you know I had to get to the airport at like 12 and I didn't pack yet. So I went to sleep for like 2 hours, immediately needed to pack and then go to the airport. Like there was no time for anything else. And so yeah, sleep didn't happen. And then on the plane, my first plane, like to Atlanta, I was like, I'm not going to sleep on here because I needed to sleep through like the night for my other plane because that was from like 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. and I was like, perfect, like let me go to sleep there, and I didn't want to be awake, so I tried not to go to sleep on my Atlanta flight. And then y'all, so I had an aisle seat on my flight to Rio. Actually, I hate the aisle seat. Never again. I don't like the aisle. I'm not getting up and going to the bathroom 20 million times, so I don't need that access. And also on planes, when it's international trips, they come back and forth with like those fat carts multiple times. So it's like if you're leaning a little bit towards the aisle, you're getting knocked in the fucking head because they don't care. So I'm like, I can't do an aisle. I can't do an aisle seat. But that's why when I came back to the hotel, I was knocked out for a few hours, and I'm not even upset about it. I don't care, because y'all know y'all bus
club
party, another bus, babe. I am sheets, pillow, socks off, nap time. Like, no, I can't do it. I need my rest. I prioritize my rest. Got up and then I like filmed some content, got dressed. I filmed a lot of content, honestly, because I was like, let me just film all my content here so that I can not have to worry about doing outfit checks every day, making sure my makeup looks fine. Like, I was like, I just want to save myself the headache, and like throughout the trip I can be editing and stuff like that instead of every day having to record, edit. So I was like, let me just do all this now. And I'm in like a nice location, great lighting. It's aesthetically pleasing, so like let me just get it out the way here, because I don't really know what the Airbnb is gonna look like, if it's gonna be as aesthetically pleasing. It probably will be, and I can still film more content there, but I was like, I want to get all of this out the way here so that I can be editing throughout the trip. And then also, since I'm doing it so early on, if there are any outfits or content that I don't like, I can just remake it somewhere else, you know. So I did that, and mind you, I have had nothing to eat besides that croissant and those eggs yesterday. So I was like, I need to get something to eat. So I went to the mall across the street, because I'm like, they definitely have a food court, like some food there. So I checked it out, and y'all, I walked around there. Mind you, I have a headache at this point. I don't know where anything is. Everything is in Portuguese. I've been speaking Spanish to these people. Like, I've been saying gracias, and these people speak in Portuguese. So language barrier. Learn a language before you travel. Learn something, because I don't know nothing. Google Translate, my best friend. So I went to the mall, and I went to the food court. I walked around, y'all. They had like KFC, Burger King, McDonald's, and then a whole bunch of other places that I've never heard of. And it's like, it's a mall, so I know these all can't be good food, because you know, like if you go to the mall, the regular mall, all those places are not like good. Like, people don't actually go to those places for real. So I was like trying to peep scene of what everybody else was eating to see like where was good to go, because I was like, I'm not eating McDonald's, KFC, Burger King in Brazil. Like, no, give me something else. So I ended up going to this restaurant called Spalletta, because this girl had some pasta and it looked good, and she was fucking it up. So I was like, yeah, let me get that. So I went to the restaurant, and sorry, I didn't film any content while I was eating or doing any of this, because I was leaving my phone here to charge, because I was going out and I wanted to record stuff while I was out. So I had some like fettuccine alfredo, essentially, and it was literally $7. Like, it was so cheap. Like, I had that. No, it was the pasta and a drink was like $7. I was like, you can't get this in America. This would have been a good $25 for real, for the drink. For the drink itself. So I got that, and I called my sister. I talked to her a little bit. She was shopping, and I came back to my hotel to finish getting ready. I already did my makeup and stuff, so my makeup was done. I just need to do like some quick little touch-ups, get dressed, and call my Uber. Now, story time. Yeah, I have like 5 story times just for yesterday. So story time for calling my Uber to the party. The first Uber I had, I accidentally called my Uber to the same spot that I was at. So like, I literally just looped around and parked there. I was wondering why the Uber was so cheap, but I was like, oh, it's just super cheap here. I didn't think that I put the wrong address in. Realized that, and I canceled that Uber, and then I tried to call another Uber. When I tell you, nobody would accept my Uber for like 20 minutes. It kept like, I kept calling it, and then they kept just like canceling. Nobody was accepting it. it kept getting pushed back, and I was just like, damn, like why is nobody accepting this Uber? Because when you look at the Uber app, it says that there are some cars around, and it said that like they're giving it to people to like accept or deny, but nobody was accepting it. And I was like, that is so weird, for literally like 25 minutes, because I'm meeting up with this girl at the club, the venue, wherever, where this party is happening. And so I'm like so confused because I see people getting like dropped off from Ubers. So I'm like, why are these people not accepting my ride? So I don't know if it's just the location, the distance, the price, whatever. Nobody was accepting the ride for like 20 minutes. So I went to the front desk and I'm like, is there another app that you guys use besides Uber here? Because why is nobody accepting my Uber? And she was like, no, people mainly just use Uber. I said, or like taxi. And I was like, oh, how do I call a taxi? And there's like, oh, it's not one sitting outside. So it was a man sitting outside for the taxi. And I was like, okay, bet, like if my next Uber doesn't come through, I'm just gonna get a taxi. So the next Uber canceled again, and at this point the girl was like almost at the club, and I was supposed to meet her there at the same time. So I just walked over to the guy with a taxi, and I was just like, can you take me to this location? And he was like, yeah. And he put in his phone. He was like, okay, it's like 28 minutes. Cool. Boom. So we're in this taxi, and he speaks Portuguese, of course, and he's translating himself, and he's like, the area that you're going to is a bad area. And I'm like, oh, what? Mind you, look, first of all, I'm an overthinker, so there's so many things going on in my mind right now. It's like, I don't know this girl, I don't know this area. What do you mean it's a bad location? Are you just saying that because there are black people here, or is this really a bad location? And it's just like, bad how? Like, what does bad mean? Because I'm from Chicago, like, because people can say that a lot of areas are bad, but it's not really. So it's just like, what bad are we talking here? But so I was like low-key freaking out a little. I'm texting my friend, like, he said it's a bad neighborhood, blase. But I'm like, it could just be black people, like it's probably not even bad for real. So in the Uber, going to the location, because he was saying that it's on like the outskirts of Brazil, but he was so sweet because he was like, if you don't feel comfortable, like I'll bring you back, like don't worry about it, all this and that. And I was like, yeah, let's just like go, let's see, and then we can decide from there. So we pull up to the place, and it looks turned. Like, I see the vibes. Like, it was nice. It was actually like, there were like homeless people and stuff down the street, which again just shows like the juxtaposition, the irony of the fact that like we have like all these homeless people and people on drugs next to this like venue where we're like having a party. We get into the club, and the girl that I'm with, she's standing kind of by the entrance, because you have to like go up some stairs, and then like there's like the club actually. And she was standing next to this man talking to like a security guard, and I was like, oh, like what's up? And she was like trying to go upstairs to like a private section. I'm like, oh, bet, like if that's what we're gonna do. She's like, yeah, I tried to like go in, but it's like really packed and really crowded, and I think we'll have more fun upstairs. I'm like, bet, like you're my type of girl, like that's what I like to hear. So I'm like, bet, yeah, let's do it. So we're trying to literally, like, it's taking us forever for us and the security guards to understand each other with like what we're trying to do, but essentially we just had to like buy a bottle, and that was like for the section and stuff. So we're like, cool, bet, like let's do it. Mind you, I don't drink. I'm not a big drinker because I have a stomach disease, so me and alcohol don't mix. I try to stay away from it as much as possible, but I'm like, I'm in Brazil, and this girl just bought the section, like I'm gonna drink tonight. So we was off that Don Julio, acting Fulio. We finally got the section. We went upstairs. It was a vibe, and yeah, the night was fun. The party was R&B, like old school R&B. My vibe. Like when I tell you this is perfect, because I love R&B music and I love going to the club listening to R&B music. And sometimes when I say that to people, like I've been saying that to people a lot, and they're like, why would you want to go to the club and listen to like sad music or this, that, and that? I'm like, first of all R&B is not sad music. Like it's really just like you in love, you in the vibes, like it's chill, it's calm, you can sing, you can vibe out, you can dance. Like some of it's a little bit more upbeat. Like that's my type of vibe, and it was so nice. But what I thought was really interesting was the fact that these Brazilians and people was like singing these songs, but you can't speak English. You don't know none of the words. You don't know what you saying. You don't know what you saying. But it was a good time. So we went back and forth from like upstairs in our little section to downstairs to like be in the club with the people and the party and stuff. And yeah, it was really nice. Everybody was so sweet. Like people kept coming up to me saying like I was so pretty and this, that, and the third, and I didn't understand what they were saying, so they had to like, I'm just like, huh? What? It was supposed to end at like 11:30, but the host and people left at 10. I was like, what's going on? I mean, I think they had like another DJ for like the end, so maybe that's how parties go. But that's what I really like too, is the fact that like we was not out till 3 a.m. I do not like being out super late, so being able to leave at like 11 and getting back home at a good time, great. But when I tell you I was so messed up, I was so messed up, ears ringing. You know how whenever you drink, you be like, this is the last time I'm drinking. I'm never drinking again. This is the last time. This is out. This is awful. And then you end up doing it again. Because you wake up and you're like, it wasn't that bad. I feel like that's how I am right now. Because when I tell you I was so messed up last night, I'm just like, this is awful. They got this water that I was like, I'm not buying this water at the hotel. Like I should have went and got water earlier in the day, but I didn't know that this is where my life was gonna turn out. So I'm literally drinking this water, trying to wash this makeup off my face, take a shower. And I was coming into the hotel and have a video. Why did I drop my ID and my credit card in the elevator? I thought I picked it up because all I saw was my ID that fell, but apparently my credit card fell too. I'm in the shower, they're calling me from the front desk, and I'm like, damn, is my music too loud? Like, why are they calling me? And I was like, what's going on? So I'm like trying to hurry up, get out the shower, and I pick up the phone, and they're like, ma'am, your credit card was found in the elevator. I'm like, I'm so grateful whoever turned that in, first of all, but like that's crazy. Like someone could have really ran it up. That would have really messed up my trip, but I'm so grateful that they didn't. So I was like, let me get back in the shower. I, went downstairs, picked up my card, cool. Went back upstairs, and I just got straight in bed. And again, my ears were ringing, but we just did what we had to do. So I went to bed and then I woke up, and honestly I feel really good, so that's a plus. That's why I don't like cheap liquor or anything like that, because I cannot do a hangover. Like I have a little bit of a headache, but I've had a headache since yesterday, and I think it's because of these freaking braids and also just like being hungry. So I just took some Tylenol this morning, and yeah, now we're here. I literally just got back from the pool. So when I woke up this morning, I did my skincare, brushed my teeth, all that stuff, and I went to the pool because it opened at 8 a.m. so I was there right at 8 a.m. and yeah, I just was like kicking it by the pool. It was really nice, really cute, really calm. The water was super warm. It was a little deeper than I was anticipating, because like I'm only 5'4", and the water was like had to be 5 feet deep, so you can't really chill if it was if it was like 4 feet of water. So but it was cool, and I just got in the jacuzzi and it was really cute. So like I said, I'm about to go get some breakfast, and I don't want these videos to be too long. So for day 2, check out the next video, and we'll have another little chat later on. But I'm gonna definitely try to get some more BTS videos, actually vlog and stuff today, because my friends and everything are gonna be coming later on tonight. We're going to Airbnb, about to go shopping. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.